Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mina. If you are just joining us, thanks for joining me, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, then turn on the notification button. If you are returning viewers, thanks for joining me back. I love you. In today's video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use gel eyeliner as smoky eyeshadow. Let's get started. The first tools I'll be using here is my wipes to clean up my face. After then, I'll be moving on to drawing my eyebrow, which I take the first step of using split brush to brush down my natural brow before using pencil to outline the brow. The brow I'm drawing here is just a very light brow, not a thick one. So watch me closely as I draw it. The next thing is to highlight my brow. I'll be using this big angle brush to highlight my brow, starting from the down part. The concealer I use here is Adventure Concealer in the lighter shade. So I started highlighting my brow from my arc, then I take it down to the tail before taking it from front, before highlighting it from front, then meet it at the arc, then down to the tail. Once I'm done with this side, I move on to the next row to do the same thing to it. I highlight it with the same concealer, Adventure Concealer, before moving up to highlight my upper brow here. So I use foundation to highlight the upper brow. After highlighting both sides, I move on to blending the excess foundation in with this flat brush. I will blend it onto my skin. I apply concealer onto my lid, then blend everything in with blending foam. I ensure everything is well blended before moving on to the next eye to do the same thing, applying concealer onto it, then blend it in. This is the shade I'll be using. It's called Crisp Hand. So I'll be using this fluffy brush to take from it. Then I started applying it from my outer corner, take it up to my upper crease and down to my inner crease. So I'm blending everything in and out. So as I'm blending it in, I'm pulling it out also, because what I want to do here is wing smoky eyeshadow. That's what I want to do. After finishing this side, I'll move on to the next eye and do the same thing to it, blending it in, then pulling it out. So I'll be using Carrot brown shade gel eyeliner. I use this small cut crease brush to apply it onto my base. Then I'm pulling it out here. Remember, it's a wing smoky eyeshadow. That's what I want to do. So I'm blending it in and taking it up a little to my crease. We'll be using this brown shade from Morphe palette to set up my base. So I use that brush to then use this pat on the base. I'm not blending, I'm just patting. Then after that, I use another brush to blend in the edges together. I apply vitamin C syrup on my face, then rubbing it all over my face. I ensure everything is well seated on my face before applying moisturizer. So I'm rubbing that too on my face. I love using this moisturizer. It's very, very good, a nice moisturizer. This is how my face is looking glowing and glossy. I'm loving my face before moving on to applying foundation. So I'm using a beauty blender to blend in my foundation. At times I use foundation brush, also I use kabuki brush, but mostly I love using beauty blender. And before I start using it, I've dabbed the foam before I start using it, so it will help my makeup to sit on well on my face and it will look nice. So I move on to contouring my nose. I'm using a contour brush. That's in one brush. That's what I'm using, contour brush. So I'm using it to contour my brow. I use the other side of the brush to blend it in, because the contour is a cream contour. So I blend it in with the brush. Then before moving on to highlighting my nose bridge and my under eyes. For my under eyes, I used 2 different shades of concealer for it. I forgot to show you when making the video, so at the end of this video I will post all the material I used. I will post it there, so I'm so sorry for that. Before I started blending in my under eyes, I waited for 2 minutes before I started blending it in. So I'm ensuring that everything is well seated before moving to the others, then move on to my nose bridge. So I do the same thing, blend. We'll be using this to set up all the highlighted area from being creasing. Before baking, I'll do the same thing to the other end. I'm applying the same brown gel eyeliner onto my waterline. I do the same thing to the other eyes. We'll prefer something natural for my lips, so I'm using this pencil to outline my lip. Then I will apply lip gloss. That's all what I will use for my lip.
Ne laisse pas ton odeur imprégner mes draps, et si tu m'abandonnes, je suis pas celle que tu crois. Aucun cabron ne m'a touché, à part toi, cavalier.